for you. And just bringing to mind certain symbols of safety. I threw together this slide with some images of safety for me, some symbols. These don't have to be images. They could be sounds, they could be smells, they could be people, safety symbols. So see what it's like to come up with 5 of your own safety symbols right now. And you can feel them, say them out loud, think about them, write them down, whatever works for you. 5 safety symbols. Just give yourself time. And it can be an activity like picking shells at the beach, gardening, fixing a car, working on the computer. Everything, it doesn't have to be spiritual. It can be having drinks at a beautiful bar. Any safety symbol. I mean, okay, maybe that one's a little toxic, but if it's a really beautiful bar and you're having a great time with friends and you don't have a drinking problem, that could be a safety symbol for you. And by the way, I'm really happy also, this is going to sound a little weird, but I'm happy to be your safety symbol as we're meditating. When I did a lot of work for the first time going into my physical space, my body space with my meditation guide and healer, I always knew Frank had like was kind of holding space for me. And when I had fear, it was a sense that like, oh, Frank is here and hit the space he creates is very safe. And once I asked Frank, I was like, is that right that I feel this way? And he was like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm really doing that. I mean, I'm just doing my thing. So if you're a healer or a coach or a meditation teacher, you're probably doing your thing, but being well grounded and present and able to be in your own body in a safe way, that gives the frequency, you could say, that the tone of that presence for your client. And so we all do that for each other here. And of course, because I'm leading, I'm extra aware that I'm doing this, and that I'm hoping um that that. So I'm just kind of saying it out loud as a strong intention, but we can also all set the intention for our time together to be very safe and connected and present, and that we offer each other this meditation that we co-create together. And let's just begin with our breathing practice. Now you've had time to have your safety symbols. You know they're there and they can come to aid you, to support you, to friend you at any time during your practice. So now we're just going to breathe. And as we breathe, just noticing where your breath is at today. And it might be just kind of like, oh, as I inhale, there's a little quality there I wasn't aware of. Or wow, as I exhale, I kind of feel my rib cage. Or it might be I'm stuffy. I'm a little stuffy today. So just noticing the breath. And I want to encourage you to keep eyes open if that feels good for you. There is someone's audio on, so if you can just check if you think your audio might be on. And now bringing your attention down to your feet and your seat. Feet and seat. are very grounding and supportive. And just let yourself settle a little bit more into your seat, noticing how the earth is there, the ground under you. You don't have to be outside to have the ground under you supporting you. And if your eyes are open, just notice your space, notice that it's safe. Okay. Let's see what it's like now to slow down the breath a little bit. So, in your own way, depending on what the rhythm of your breath, just take it a little slower on the inhale. That's making the inhale a little longer. And let the shoulders move, let the face be flexible, the hands move if it helps you. There might be a little twist or something. And as you exhale, let the exhale be very, very relaxing, long, as though that exhale is just stretching out. And as you breathe in and you breathe out, let the breath be felt in the whole body. Sometimes it helps us to breathe with the whole body by feeling our hands and our knees and our feet, maybe the hips, just kind of feeling that in and out breath as though it's just extending to these wide points in the body, the shoulders, the hands, the chest opens a bit. And there might be a sigh or a yawn. And that's perfect. There might be, like I said, a twist or a wiggling of the feet, the toes, the ankles, whatever needs to move is allowed to move. And your breath is this beautiful rhythm in you that helps to release energy, emotion, to nourish you. And sometimes it's even extra relaxing. You can try to kind of put your lips together as you exhale, as though you were exhaling through a tube. Just try that, see how that feels. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through that tube. Might be a little wider. It might feel kind of like a funnel. Okay. And when you're ready, see what it's like to bring some words of calm to your body, words of comfort. You might want to put a hand on your heart, maybe a hand on your solar plexus, or your legs, or your belly. And just think of words that are comforting. And so you're just continuing to breathe, to feel, and offer your body words of comfort. You might need to say hello first to your body. And then, as though the body is something that we are, in a sense, rediscovering right now, we can say something sweet like, I like you, or I care about you, I am you. And just notice the body's response to these words of kindness, comfort. I hear you, I feel you. And with this kind, friendly frequency, let's just begin exploring our body and just noticing first if the body wishes to move at all or how it is moving internally or externally. internal movements might be very subtle. External movements might be bigger or small, like one little finger wiggling. But there's no right or wrong way. And with this friendly noticing, checking out what's it like if your hand is on your heart space, just to feel the warmth of the hand there. Or if your hand is on your leg, that connection between hand and leg. Give yourself time to feel. And just knowing there's not a particular way to do this. So, whatever your way is of feeling into the body is very much perfect right now. Sometimes our attention goes to a certain place and just be there, letting the full experience of that place be with you. If there's tension, it can help to do a long, calming exhale and just imagine a releasing, a kind of down, dropping away of tension. You might invite angels or guides or those safety symbols to surround you, support you as you release any tension. And some tensions we're not able to release, and that's okay. We bring them our friendly, warm, comforting consideration and respect. Any spot in the body that needs to speak to us, you can just be there listening. And if anything is ever more than you'd like, you can open your eyes, look around, return to your breath, or use your safety symbols, all those tools we talked about. So you're going at your own pace, being with your sensations in the body. Letting your awareness go where it goes. This is open, flexible. I may mention a part of the body and you wish to go there or you don't. And that's okay. You go where you want to go. So let's just see what it's like to go into our right hand for a moment. Just saying hello to that right hand. If you want, you can turn the right hand so it's facing upward. So the palm is meeting the air. And see what it's like to just feel into that right hand, the fingers, the palm of the hand, just noticing and allowing that right hand, saying something nice to it, and then dropping any words in the noticing and just be that hand. This hand is you. So just be the hand. And when you're ready, going to the left hand. And if you wish, you can turn the right hand down so it's resting on your leg. And then opening the left hand, it might mean moving it so that the palm faces upward. And just be in that left hand. Say hello to it. Notice. Notice the movements in the hand, the temperature, anything you wish to notice about the fingers or the palm or the wrist. And when you're ready, drop the noticing and just imagine you are this hand and be the hand, nothing else. If something comes in, that's okay. but for a moment, you are just the hand. And when you're ready, you might want to turn the hand back down or leave it up. Feel free to move both hands, just moving the hands through space, through air, noticing the movement, and then letting the hands come to rest again, either on the ground or the body, wherever it feels right, letting them slowly find their way to you, to the rest of you. And let's just take a little time with our back body, starting with the back of the head. And let's try not giving too much interpretation to it, just being the back of the head, being the neck and shoulders. Bring in your breath as you'd like, let the body move, and just be in this connection with your back body. Down your back to your sides, to your seat, wherever you want to journey on the back body. And if anything feels surprising, just bring your reassuring, comforting words, your symbols of safety, your breath. The hands can also be beautiful messengers of safety and calm and comfort. And when you're ready, if you'd like, sensing your legs, just feeling into the legs. And it might help to let your hands kind of gently glide over the thighs, the knees, and just saying hello to these incredible legs that are your legs. Wow. Letting your attention go down all the way into the ankles and feet and toes, the shins, the calves, the large muscles of your legs and hips. And just feeling that support of the legs, bringing your inner kindness like a smile in the lower body. And then just allow a dropping away of words or images and see what it's like just for a minute to sense only sensation in the lower body, just sensation. And it's okay if you go to somewhere else in your body, that's okay. Your body is very wise, and you might find it's easy to sense in one area or difficult, and that's perfect today. So just noticing now where it's easy to sense and spend time there just being, sensing. It's okay if you talk to yourself about what you sense. And it's okay if you sense without talking, without thought. It's all welcome. And just take a moment now to notice the whole body. What's it like to spread your attention and awareness through every cell in your body? It might start in the heart or the hips, the belly, and spread out. It might have a quality of light, like an illumination feeling going through your body into even your face and mouth, even into the edges of your body and the core of your body. So, just in your own way, be in the whole space of body just for 30 seconds, the whole body. And take some nice breath there. You can just imagine your breath exhales into all of you. And as you inhale, it's all of you that inhales. Okay. Let yourself move a little if your body wishes to move. Allow any unwinding of the joints. It might be that the wrists want to move, or the shoulders, or the knees, or the ankles, the fingers. The face might want to kind of scrunch up and then release. Just really allowing that. And when you're ready, we're going to just bring our hands together and hold our own hands, feeling that union, that connection between your two hands. And you might want to move the hands a little so there's like a crisscrossing going on. And then see what it's like to cross your ankles as you cross your hands, and just feeling that connection. Kind of like an interesting, gentle, very gentle energy squeeze through the crossing. And then cross the other way, ankles and hands. Sometimes that just resets the two sides of our body and we wish to uncross. Now let's see what it's like to let our hands give us a gesture of opening, relaxation, and uh, like gathering, allowing, receiving. How do the hands show you a posture of receiving? And just see what it's like to allow that receiving of goodness, of kindness to come through the hands, through the face or the top of the head or the heart or the back. And let that receiving of goodness, just because you are, no other reason. You get to receive goodness just because you are. And let that receiving go through your whole system. It might feel like a sigh, it might feel like a light, or just a letting go as you receive. And then we're going to give ourselves a hug. So sometimes, however you like to hug yourself, sometimes people like to put one hand kind of under their underarm and then switch sides. It depends also on how flexible you are, what the hug is like for you, what feels right. It can be a smaller hug, kind of holding the arms, bigger hug, and switch sides. And then sometimes after the hug, we want to stretch a little. Let yourself stretch and unwind. And when you're ready, if your eyes were closed, just opening your eyes, coming back into our circle, our space. And I'm curious how that was for people.